phases to go through to be hired generally. First is your paperwork. That's the first thing that happens. When you apply, there's an application process. Now that application process, somebody's going to read about you. That's really important. What comes through, what message comes through. And they're going to rank you by a set of criteria that are in that job announcement. The first thing I would say is write to the job description. Don't write about yourself and what you want to do. Investigate the job. Fit yourself to the job. Write to every requirement that they specify. Go on the web, find out everything you can about the organization. What do they value? Read their reports. Look like you really understand their business, even if you don't. Use words that they can relate to. If you're a manager and you're applying it for a job in the entertainment industry, even if you don't know anything about the entertainment industry, there's a language to that. Read and write about it. If, let's say, you're applying to a job in the entertainment industry, find somebody that you know that works in that occupation and talk to them about it. All of this before you prepare your written work, because you got to get through that first hurdle. You have an interest letter. Let yourself show through that interest letter that you're really the best person for the job. Address every requirement in that interest level. Have a professional looking resume. And resumes differ a little bit by what industry or occupation you're applying for. So look at the resume itself. Include all required documents. You'd be surprised how often you lose in the paper screening because you didn't give them everything or hit every deadline. You really have to do a good job on your paperwork. Then if you get an interview, dress professionally, dress appropriately. And you know, be prepared. Sleep well. I know it's hard to sleep before an interview, but whatever. Be really prepared. Be on your A game. Practice. Practice the interviews. Okay? Get someone to ask you the questions. The closer you can find a person who looks like or has the background of the person who's likely to interview you, the better. So if you're going to get a job as a manager in a distribution center for a clothing company, find somebody who knows about that and can ask you questions to prep you. So be really ready for the interview. Anticipate the kind of things that are going to be asked and be ready. Because in the interview, you got to move with it. You got to slide with it. Feel confident in the interview. Don't be hesitant. Body language, eye contact. All of that's really important because the person has to be convinced that you're the right person for the job. If you don't know the answer, say, that's not within my experience, but here's what I would do to get ready and do that. Don't make up something because the BS detector of those interviewers is really high. If you don't know something, say I don't know it, but don't stop there. Give them a credible answer of how you would get there. Because managers don't know everything, even though your teachers know everything. Managers don't know everything. Every day I come across a problem, I don't know. I have to go find out, I have to go to the research. What makes me an effective manager is I know how to get the information. Convince them that if you don't know the answer, you know how to get that information. In the interview process, they're also looking for fit. Not only are you qualified, but are you a fit for the organization? My son works as a manager for Quicksilver Clothing Company in Orange County. Anybody know the Quicksilver? Okay, can you imagine what that company is like? You're laughing. What do you think that company is like? Laid back! He's right, that's laid back. They have a basketball court. My son's in 7th heaven, he likes it. But my son is a laid-back kind of guy. So in the interview, he knew that he couldn't be over the top. He couldn't be intense. He had to show that he had a feeling for what that company was. He has a background in marketing and film production. He didn't know anything about the clothing industry, but he got the job. So yeah, be a fit. Be a fit for what they're looking for.